Some of the other areas that we're interested in, besides educational excellence, include safety and security. I think many of us have either read or have had neighbors, or hopefully not personally affected by risks to our security. Those have included car thefts, and I can speak for us in our neighborhood, where a neighbor just a few doors down from us lost 3 cars in one night from car thefts. And how do we address that? And both Yola and I are very supportive of our police force. I do believe that our other Republican candidates have stressed neighborhood watch, but the reality is we really depend on our police force. And how do we support them effectively to do the job? A little bit of research into newjersey.gov, which has a link to the FBI, has recommendations. And the way I approach any problem, just as I do as a physician, is I look at the data, I look at what's recommended by experts, and then try to make decisions based on that. So that simple research identifies a population-based number of policemen that you need for a geographic area to be able to manage it. And all of us know that our population has been growing. It's been growing by several percent to 5% every year over the past decade. And unfortunately, for our policemen, we have not kept up and planning to have the additional police force that we need to be able to handle that. And right now, based on the minimum guidelines by newjersey.gov and FBI, we are underrepresented in terms of the number of police that we have. So rather than asking you as citizens to pay attention to what's going on in the community, how about we get the professionals doing that work and having the right number of professionals in the right spots to manage that?
Exactly. And by the way, one of those professionals, Lieutenant Roselli, attended the township committee meeting on January 25th. And if you watch the meeting recording, I can't remember the exact minute. 25:30. We do know. So January 25th of this year, 2024, minute 25:30, you will hear Lieutenant Roselli say, no, please, no patrols, no neighborhood watch. You're perfectly welcome to text neighbors to keep an eye on your neighbor's house. That's fine. But neighborhood patrols open up a whole other can of worms. And just coming from the legal perspective, I can't even imagine the liability for the municipality, for the township, if we're going to sanction actual neighborhood patrols. Not a good idea. I mean, just in my opinion, that is not a good idea. That is not something I would ever recommend for any of my clients that I represented in the past.